Get on the bus here. Move it. Get up there, Kyle. 1, 2, 5, 7. Move it or lose it. Get on the bus. Hi, Miss Vaughn. Nice to see you.
All right, we are back. We are here at the end of the regular season. There is no weekly recap this week. The games don't matter anymore. Well, that's not true. There were a couple games that we are going to talk about because they had playoff implications, and they were epic. Well, first of all, Bat Flippin' Boys got out to a huge lead early against ALD3 Sour Grapes. ALD3 Sour Grapes, their defensive strategy could not work on the high-scoring Bat Flippin' Boys, and they were just buried early on. So we knew Bat Flippin' Boys looked like they were going to clinch pretty much at the beginning of the week. We then moved into the Juneau Eskimos, who had a fantastic game against Arizona Diablos Blancos, but in that final weekend, they just couldn't get past the speed bump that is Arizona Diablos Blancos on the way to a Juneau Eskimos playoff run. That then set the tone. Well, we're also going to talk about Krusty. Krusty Brand pretty much, I don't know that they owned #Lawless, but they looked like they were going to win. It was back and forth, but it was Krusty Brand at the end of the day. But really, this game that we're going to talk about is Matt's Marauders. It looked like Matt couldn't get out of the way of himself. It was obvious that there was a winning to be taken here, but Mr. Marauder just couldn't put the roster together until the final day. On that final day, he went from, 30, 40 points down and leapfrogged, wound up scoring 530 points this week. And as he did, he took the game and he shut the door on Juneau Eskimos' playoff hopes.
Goosebumps every time you come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. 'Cause way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need that island, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.
But it took until Sunday evening's game for us to all be sure that Matt's Marauders, Mr. Marauder to you, was going to win the game. It was that close. Sunday was just a pivotal game. Juneau Eskimos, I'm sure, was watching this game closely, but as the day unfolded, it looked like Juneau Eskimos' playoff hopes were fading into the distance.
Wilson! Wilson! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Wilson! I can't! Wilson! Wilson!
It was doubly brutal for Juneau Eskimos because for most of the week, certainly into the weekend, Friday, all day Saturday, a lot of the day on Sunday, Juneau Eskimos thought they had a win. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you expect. All right, but certainly no disrespect to Juneau Eskimos. As you know, week after week, I apologize to them for basically thinking they were going to be the worst team in the league. They didn't get the playoff spot. They were certainly deserving of the playoff spot. We've gone through this before. ALD3 Sour Grapes stole it out from underneath Juneau Eskimos. It is what it is. We've beat that dead horse, and I'm not going to go there right now. Anyway, that's it. We've got our final standings for the season, the regular season. Here they are. You guys can see this anywhere, online, but I thought I'd just put it here. Great season. Great season. For a season like this to come down to the final game of the final day of the regular season before all playoff spots are confirmed, that's a good fantasy season. You can't set that storyline up at the beginning of the season. That's something that just has to play out. Fantastic. But now we move into the playoff rounds.
Hey, Parker, what is that? Don't bother me now, sweet. You can't see I'm busy. Yeah, but what is that? It's a major award. Oh, Major award?
Shucks, I wouldn't have known, Dad. It looks like a lamp.
Well, it is a lamp, you nincompoop, but it's a major award. I won it.
Damn hell, you say you won it?
Yeah. Yeah, mind power, Swede, mind power.
The playoff rounds are different. It's a whole new season. But before we actually get into talking about that, there are some teams that are celebrating. And we got video. Yes, the video crew that I've got assembled here across the nation did capture some video from not all of the teams, but several of the teams celebrating when they learned that they had not only clinched a spot, but the spot that they were actually going to end up in the final playoff brackets. Let's take a look. All right, the first video I'm told is actually Matt. It's Mr. Marauder. It's not necessarily him celebrating, it's him going into that final Sunday and pretty much just, you'll see.
Sitter's running a bit late. Can I get you something to drink, cutie?
I'll have what he's having.
What the fuck? What just happened? He just said he wants...
I said...
He looked at Liam, licked his lips, and said, I'll have what he's having.
I don't think these are in any order, right, guys? We're just going to run through them. All right, let's just start with Arizona Diablo Blancos. You guys want to run that one? Here's Arizona Diablos Blancos and their celebration.
How are you guys going to celebrate tonight?
300. Go to the mall and buy some potato salad.
Congratulations.
Next, we've got, our commissioner, always a classy individual. It's not a muted celebration. Let's just say the commissioner, as always, keeping it classy. Mr. Hashtag Lawless Bearded Dragons celebrating after they learned that they've got that, what, 6th spot? Is that what they've got? Guys, that's a T-Rex. Yeah, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's a type of dinosaur. It's not a dragon, you dipshit. I understand you were trying. I got it. You were trying to do the bearded dragon thing, but it's a frickin' dinosaur. Everybody knows dragons are not types of dinosaurs. No, a dragon is not a type of dinosaur. You can Google it. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about re-upping for next year. Anyway, let's just keep going. This here is Shohei Can You See celebrating their number 2 seed in the playoffs. Oh, and here's I'm not going to say anything. This is ALD3 Sour Grapes, and let's just say this is more of a let's just say the sour grapes kind of came out on this one.
All day. Why, Bart? For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense like we ain't the 3rd best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. 25th in the league, and we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Back to you.
All right, so this is how the video we got from Breaking Brad when he celebrated. He celebrated a couple weeks ago, but we wanted to hold the video because we wanted to do all these celebration videos together. But this was Breaking Brad. This was his instant reaction, let's call it, when he learned that he had the number 1 seed locked up.
The rest of you, I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better. I am better. I'm not some weak-kneed fucking crybaby that goes around fucking apologizing all the time. And why the fuck would you want me to be?
Okay, that's it. That's all the celebration videos we have. I suspect some of those teams at the bottom, Krusty and Bat Flippin' Boys, and even Mr. Marauder, probably were just more of a sigh of relief than celebration. But we're missing. We don't have anything for hit pitches, get pitches this week? No? Okay. Oh, you have one more. Oh, it might be hit pitches, get pitches? No, it's not. Oh, you can't run that. No. Commissioner tries to keep a classy kind of thing going. Yeah, no, don't run that. No, that's stupid. Come on, man. There's no upside in running that. It's gonna come back to haunt me somehow. I don't know. Just don't run it, okay? Thank you. So that's it with the celebration videos. So we'll see in the next round what's going on. We've got a number of people with buys. We only have 2 games this week. Only 2 playoff games this week. You got Krusty Brand playing Bat Flippin' Boys, and we've got Matt's Marauders going up against Mr. Redwine. Is that who we got it going against? That's going to be a tough one. We'll come back with some predictions on those 2 games. We need some like music. You got to put some sound with that. That's like a boring intro. This is like the most exciting part of this week's podcast, or the playoff predictions. I mean, people are going to take these predictions and they're going to make bets. They're going to try to get a little bit of money out of this, right? So let's hype them up and let's get them going, right? So anyway, so 2 games this week. That's all we've got. Everybody else is on a bye or eliminated, and they're in the we call it the Losers League. I forget the official name of it. Anyway, we've got Bat Flippin' Boys playing against Krusty Brand Baseball. A good matchup. Certainly, there is no runaway winner in this game. The numbers and the analytics and the calculus and all the algebra says that Bat Flippin' Boys is favored by 14 points. So if you're putting a bet down on this one, I would take Bat Flippin' Boys and I would give the points. The next game is Redwine Redbirds playing against Matt's Marauders. Now, I think we could say Matt's Marauders has been very strong lately. They have been very close with the Redwine Redbirds high point scoring, but I think this is where Matt's Marauders' luck runs out. I'm going to put Redwine Redbirds as a 26-point favorite over Matt's Marauders. Again, on this one, take the favorite. I would give the points. Don't do the money line. There's money to be made here. I would take Redwine Redbirds and give 26 points, and I think on those 2, you will run away with it. Yeah, that's all we got. 2 games. So make a little money this week, folks. I move into the everyone versus everyone standings. We're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to talk about the everyone versus everyone standings. Then we're going to flip it around and actually create a playoff bracket out of the everyone standings. There's also going to be a couple other brackets that I'm going to put together, and we'll follow them through the remainder of the Infinity Fantasy playoff weeks. Okay, so here we go. This is the end of regular season, everyone versus everyone standings. So this is it. This is the entire season. And you'll see here, we don't have a whole lot of change at the top. Breaking Brad, Shohei continuing just to hold their spots there. Look at the lead Breaking Brad has in this. This is just a dominant team. There's nothing else you could say that hasn't been said already. He only has 32 losses across 21 weeks, playing 15 games a week. I mean, God, that's crazy. Shohei's been slipping, but had such a huge lead that they're just not going to disappear. They're holding that. What we did see though was last week our number 3 team #Lawless Bearded Dragons has fallen pretty far actually, and now they find themselves in 5th place in the everyone versus everyone standings, overtaken by Redwine Redbirds, who's just loading up the points recently, and Arizona Diablos Blancos, which is clearly a team that has passed their the slump they had several weeks ago. But probably the story of the week is what we see in Bat Flippin' Boys. Bat Flippin' Boys has been moving up the charts week after week, and now they find themselves 1 game after the entire season, 1 game after the defending champion, #Lawless Bearded Dragons. So even though it's just 1 game, you've got a hot Bat Flippin' Boys rising. You got a somewhat cold #Lawless Bearded Dragons. I think they've lost 3 in a row. Basically neck and neck. Pretty impressive comeback there by Bat Flippin' Boys. Hit pitches, get bitches. They've fallen. They've had some injuries. They've had some struggles recently, but still a solid team. You get down there, not much other change in there. I'm sort of looking at here, and really, I think those are all the changes. ALD3 Sour Grapes, we hit this one every week. They picked up 4 games this past week. That's it. They were at 104 wins last week and now 108. Got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. Got to score some points. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the everyone versus everyone standings. But what we have, though, to go to is the bracket. So let me put the bracket up here. Here's the bracket that is built out of the everyone versus everyone standings. It's not going to be a whole lot different than the ESPN, but we see an ALD3 Sour Grapes has disappeared. No surprise, right? And Juneau Eskimos has taken their place. Also a bit of a changing of the order here a little bit. Anyway, we'll follow this through each of the weeks of the playoffs, and we'll see who our everyone versus everyone champion is, in addition to the ESPN champion. What I'm bringing up now is the final regular season points scored standings. So again, this is the order of teams for points scored, points for, right? You'll see here, again, we have pretty much the same thing we have at the top. There's a lot of similarities between this and the everyone versus everyone standings. Probably not surprising. Wish it was a little bit more exciting, but you'll see here, you can look at the numbers yourselves. It's also available on the website for the league. Nothing that you can't get access to. No fancy analytics here. But, just another way to look at this stuff. And we built a bracket on this one as well. So we've got we have the total points for bracket. And again, just follow this. We'll follow this to the playoffs, and we'll see who we crown as our eventual champion on the total points bracket. So there's still one more bracket I want to show. This is totally for shits and giggles. There's really nothing. Anyway, it's just fun. So this is what I just called a teams bracket. So if we take the 16 teams and the number 1 seed, and this is using the ESPN standings, if we take the number 1 seed and pair them with the number 16 seed, and then the number 2 with the number 15, the 3 with the 14, you get the idea. If we pair each of them together and they become the team. So we have in that number 1 seed, Breaking Brad, number 1 seed. 16 seed is Brick City Mules. They won the tiebreaker for last place against Raleigh. Fingers, your sister. And it's Breaking Brad and Brick City Mules combined score against, the number 4 or the number 8 seed. So Breaking Brad's team is going to be the number 1. Shohei's team is going to be the number 2. On and on, right? You get the idea. Anyway, so this is the bracket that would come up from that. We got Breaking Brad and Brick City Mules playing Bat Flippin' Boys and Krusty Brand Baseball. It's going to be kind of interesting. ALD3 Sour Grapes and Team TNT playing Arizona Diablos Blancos and Mayor of Shitty City. Hit Pitches Get Bitches is paired with Team J to the P, and they're playing #Lawless Bearded Dragons and the Juneau Eskimos team. And in our last matchup, we've got the Red Wine Redbirds paired with Matt's Marauders, and they are playing Shohei Can You See and Raleigh Fingers Your Sister. Sorry, Shohei, you're screwed. Anyway, it'd be great if everybody can kind of keep their roster, keep their lineups entered every day. I know once you're out of contention, you lose interest and such. I think I could probably just take the, for those that did not set up their lineups, I probably can finagle something that says what the optimal lineup would have been, and I'll take the point total. Anyway, just one more thing to look at over these next couple weeks. I don't know if it's interesting or not. Anyway, that's it for the brackets. I'll keep you updated on those every week. And now it is power ranking time. We are moving into the final power rankings of the regular season. These could be the most important power rankings that there are, because I suspect the end of season, the very end, after the playoffs and all that, I don't know what's fair. Should they just follow what happened in the playoffs? I don't know. We'll see. But right now, this is the end of regular season power rankings, and let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. So, as we typically do, we're going to start with our bottom. These are our bottom dwellers. This is number 16. It doesn't get any worse. This is after 21 weeks. These individuals have proven to be the worst of the worst. There is nothing below them in the terms of fantasy quality in 2023. In fact, if there was a bracket somewhere in the ESPN world of your league's absolutely Joey Gallo-ish teams, this is who would be representing our league in the craptastic bowl. It's a tie. We have a tie. We have a tie. Raleigh fingers your sister and Brick City Mules. Raleigh fingers Brick City Mules. Let's just say that. That's how we're going to call this combined team.
And you have absolutely no business being on a Major League Baseball field.
Just a dreadful combination down there at the bottom. But you know what? I think we've all been there at some point in our fantasy career. Doesn't mean these teams can't compete next year. Hopefully they got some good keepers. Hopefully they return because they're fun managers, fun teams. Just wasn't their season, but hopefully they've got some good keepers on their roster. And at some point this offseason, we'll do a hot stove season. We'll analyze the teams and their keepers coming up. I can promise you that podcast sometime in the cold of winter. We'll try to get that out. All right, now moving on. Number 5. Who's going to be number 5 this week? This is again the final power rankings for the regular season. We're going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to tell you the 5 teams that have made the top 5, but I'm not going to tell you the right order. We're going to come back to the order in a second. But in the pool of 5 teams is Breaking Brad, right? We all know Breaking Brad's in there. We all know Shohei Can You See is in there. That's easy, right? That's the easy piece. But who else? We only got 3 more spots. Arizona Diablos Blancos, right? Again, probably no surprise to anybody. No surprise there.
I'm still worthy.
Who's next? Is it hashtag? Oh, no, it's not. Hashtag Lawless Bearded Dragons falls out of the top 5. Yep. Sorry to say, our defending champion is not finishing the season in the top 5. 3 losses, my folks. You can't finish the regular season with 3 losses and expect to be in the top 5 power rankings. Not when there's so many other good teams in the league. But who else? We just had Arizona Diablos Blancos. I mean, they certainly deserve a spot, but they're 4-3 in their last 7. And they have 4 wins over non-playoff teams and Matt's Marauders. They've got a loss to Team J to the P, and they still made it into this pool. So, you know, who else belongs in this pool? I'm going to tell you that this next team had actually made the top 5. Crazy. They've lost 2 of the last 3, and they're still in the top 5. One of their wins, they lost 2 of the last 3, and the win in that 3, the only win in that 3, was against Raleigh Fingers' sister. Your sister, somebody's sister.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
I mean, it's hardly deserving, but they're in the top 5. So far we've got Breaking Brad, Arizona Diablos Blancos, Shohei, Red Wine Redbirds. We know hashtag Lawless Bearded Dragons is out. We know absolutely, Brick City Mules and Raleigh Fingers, your sister, is out. So who's the 5th team? Who's the 5th team? We have a new entry, folks. We have a new entry into the top 5. This team is on a 3-game winning streak. They have beaten Breaking Brad and ALD3 Sour Grapes as part of that streak. They have been putting up top scores, averaging unbelievable numbers these past few weeks, and that is Bat Flippin' Boys.
Who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Bat Flippin' Boys returns to the top 5, returns to the power rankings. It has been 100 weeks since Bat Flippin' Boys was in the power rankings. We've seen a lot of churn. We've seen teams come and go, but we've seen basically the same teams in the top 5 for weeks and weeks and weeks through this season. But now 100 weeks later, remember, Bat Flippin' Boys won the league. They are a championship ring holder from 2021. but they haven't appeared in the power rankings last season. No. And this season, no. But now, after 21 weeks, they are finally back into this season's power rankings, plus last year. 100 plus weeks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, let's break it down. Of those 5, what's our order? For that, guys, run the game film. Here are your top 5 in order, end of season, 2023 Infinity Fantasy Baseball League power rankings.
Race 4 begins, and it begins with a scramble, and Ginger and S'mores are behind because of the handicap. Well, Pepper's out in front here, and Bear catches up with her, but Ginger is coming at a frightening rate right now, and she enters the water with the rest of them, and then leaves it with just Hoshi ahead. And as she comes to the line, she takes it. And what an absolutely brilliant performance from the...
Oh, yes! Yes! That's it right there. You have your number 5. You've got, in order from bottom up, number 5, Red Wine Redbirds. Number 4, Bat Flippin' Boys. Number 3, Shohei Can You See? Number 2, Arizona Diablos Blancos. And number 1, probably no surprise, kind of owned the position all year. Lots of controversy when he wasn't there. In the number 1 spot, Breaking Brad.
It's me, Sugar. What did you just say?
You heard me what I said. I said y'all hoes got to move up off this corner.
Well, you better watch your little filthy mouth here. Now, you are talking to children of the Lord. That's right.
I want you to know who you talking to, too. Yeah. Top flight motherfucking security. Wait a minute, Daddy. You can't talk to these old-ass ladies like that.
Oh.
Frank, just back me up and do your damn job. Now, y'all moving on. Take that shit.
Wait a minute, bitch. Now, I ain't no killer. You understand me? Okay. But don't you push me. Don't you touch me.
You gonna make me blow this whistle. I'll clear all this shit out with
Sugar,
this.
fuck you.
Anyway, that's it. We're going to wrap this up. It's been a great season. Good luck to everybody in the playoffs, except for Krusty Brown Baseball. Good luck to everybody. You deserve to be there. It's going to be a fun number of weeks. If you get eliminated, please keep your lineups fresh because we got these other brackets and we got this Losers League. It'd be kind of fun, at least some trash talking. Anyway, good luck, everybody. Playoffs are fun. Bye.
Na, na.